Good morning, Andrea.
Good morning.
What do you got there?
I have some reishi tea and botanicals. It is lavender and mint,
Okay.
and it's pretty yummy.
And you are all yellow today.
Mellow yellow
And you grew hair.
or something like
You
that.
got a new Andrea.
I bought it. It's mine.
Well, are you ready for the walk? Because I've been waiting for her forever this morning.
He never waits for me. It's all lies. Don't believe the hype.
All right. Well, while Andrea's getting ready, which I'm sure she will need a moment, I am going to tell you what we're going to talk about today on this beautiful Tuesday, November 39.
November 39th.
Yep.
Wow, I never learned that date.
No?
November 39th.
Is that not today?
November 39th.
Yeah.
I'm going to need you to...
Oh, 29. Oh my goodness.
Nope. It's November 39th, y'all.
Yes, it's November 39. I have just installed that date. It's gonna go down in history as the Andrea Yellow Late Day.
I was a little late.
A little late.
But I did tell you that I would be ready in 20 minutes, and lo and behold, it has been
half
34.
an hour. Okay. 39. Oh, that's where the 39 came
Actually,
from.
I think it's been 30. Can we just move on with the subject? We're wasting time.
Yeah, well, I mean, you seem to have all the time in the world today.
Sir.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, no, it's about mentoring, because both you and I have mentored this year. I don't know if you remember, but you did mentor. And I accepted a one-on-one mentee this year, and it's a beautiful experience, really, because you get to really be there for the person, and you can watch them grow. You can watch them materialize their dreams and really speed everything up, because they can draw on your experience, in this case my experience of really over 10 years of being entrepreneurial, but then also I always say I have a lot of skills that translate into business from my previous career in law enforcement. And I'm actually looking to add another mentee for 2023. So if you are someone who is interested in growing their business or maybe starting their business, and you can relate to all the stuff I'm doing and saying, then reach out.
But how do you know that you're ready for a mentor?
I think you know if you are open to, I think one of the biggest things is, all right, Andrea needs to tab on something here to distract me this beautiful morning.
It was a pop-up. I had to get rid of it.
But it doesn't do anything. You can leave it there.
But then I can't see myself.
Oh, you need to see yourself?
Yes.
Okay, what was the question? Oh, yeah. So you need to be ready to dedicate enough time to the mentorship. You need to be willing to work on the tasks assigned, and really, yeah, time and accountability are the two big factors. And I think that's it. Of course, you're gonna have to find a mentor that is somewhere where you want to be. So it's always important to find someone who is a little bit ahead of you, because that's how they can give you advice and mentorship. And really have that burning desire to improve, have a passion to change something.
I love that one.
Yeah, have a passion to change something in the world, And that's really what most successful entrepreneurs have in common, is they have a vision for something, to improve something, and they're being paid for it. Yeah. So Andrea, what was your experience, by the way? Because your mentorship was
Mine was awful.
awful.
Yeah, like in my formative years, I clung to a lot of people that I thought I wanted to be like, who had a lot of influence in my life. And I made life decisions based off of their advice or so called insights. And one, I wasn't really ready for that. It just sort of like happened to me, I guess, where there are active people looking to mentor, especially younger people or people who, like as you said, aren't where they are. And that's why it's incredibly important to choose mentors that whose value aligns with yours.
Yeah,
And
but at that time, you thought the values aligned, no?
I was so impressionable, and I'm not really sure that I had even formed all of my values because I just didn't have the life experience yet to know that. And I know this is probably like, what are you doing? Why are you talking about awful mentorship experiences? I think it's incredibly important because that's how I learned what a mentor really, really was. A mentor doesn't do life for you, doesn't figure out the steps for you or dictate your every move or tell you everything you should do or take on any of the responsibility that you're supposed to take personal responsibility for. You need to have made up in your mind, this is what I want to live by. These are my values. Like if you have or you find yourself doing something that is completely opposite of what you want to do not do that thing. But there's a lot of people I think who build entire lives, businesses, partnerships around other people's values, and they find themselves in a very peculiar situation because everything they've built up around them is based on something that doesn't reflect what they believe. So I would say when you're choosing a mentor, the first step is really figuring out what you want for your life and for your career. Because too often people come with expectations that aren't realistic. Like a mentor isn't going to magically solve all of your problems or fix what's broken. A mentor is meant to guide and inspire and help you figure out an answer to a problem that you may not have seen in a certain particular way because of the limitations of where you are at. So, yeah, I went through some really dodgy mentors, some really amazing mentors too. And then I had to learn that I don't want to be mentored in everything, in every aspect of my life by the same particular person. And I think that's really important to note as well. So I will never forget, I had a mentor that really pushed me to continue a degree that I wanted to give up on and had a lot of guidance because she was, um, JD Harvard grad and teaching at one of the most prestigious universities overseas and like the equivalent to our Harvard, Yale, Princeton, and just gave some incredible insight into what happens in certain committees when they're deciding on like your process or what you decide to undertake as a student, a grad student in particular. I was a master's student at the time. And I mean, I think if I didn't have a mentor at that particular moment in my life, I probably wouldn't have graduated with my degree. Mentors can literally shape the way that you do life. And when you partner with the right one, you can have incredible results. But there is a lot of responsibility that you have to take because we can't do life for you. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just see if you want to add something.
So passionate about this.
Absolutely.
Dang.
Yeah.
So do you want to mentor someone in 2023?
I want to continue to mentor, yes.
Okay.
I think that,
And what fields do you want to help grow? In what fields?
Yeah, I think it's very interesting to me to help mentor and coach partners of executives who find themselves either representing dual businesses or dual brands, which would be brands within brands. And of course, I always have an interest in mentoring young professionals as well. And yeah, that's I'll just keep it short.
No, that's too late. Look at that snout. Well, so for me, by the way, it's all about business, of course. I'm a businessman at heart. So if you want to increase your business acumen, if you want to also take your business to the next level, if you want to change your relationship with money, you want to no longer think, money is a bad thing, or I don't deserve to be rich, or maybe I don't want to be rich. If you want to increase your visibility online and in person, I have a lot of experience with in-person brand building so that you can get more business or maybe become a speaker, get a contract for a book, stuff like that. You are to reach out to me, and then we can have a chat and see if that might work out. So either Andrea or me, you have the choice. And then, of course, working one-on-one with us is going to be a little bit more on the higher end of the pricing scale, I would say. Of course, let's first have a talk. But there are more affordable ways to really tap into our knowledge and communities, be part of our community. Number one, shanks.vip is a daily news. It's not really a newsletter. It's just an email. It's usually just a couple of lines that give you a content idea of the day. Number two is shanks.club, which gives you the same email but with an example of how I have done, how I've executed that prompt. Moreover, you get access to monthly masterminds with either myself or a guest speaker. Last month we had, or no, this month we had Charles Clausen, who spoke about creating a business plan. And all of these masterminds are recorded. You have access to an online portal. And that's available to you for $7 a month. Go to shanks.club, sign up, no long-term commitment.
Can I just interject something?
Yep.
All right. So I think what is really key here and crucial, and I'm sorry if I if I traumatize anybody with my horrible mentoring experiences, but one key difference is like, with the mentors that I had, the bad ones, they didn't have any success of their own. A lot of great ideas.
Oh, very good
no
point.
success of their own. Not in the relationship mentoring, not in the like business mentoring or even like spiritual mentoring. So I'm on my way going back to the University of Arizona after having been told to stop going and to, I don't know what I was supposed to pursue after that. Just thinking that I'm going to die for disobeying God, but this person who is telling me this information hadn't actually graduated or achieved any kind of educational attainment on their own. When it came down to, like I said, the same with relationships, and it's okay to fail, but if there are no successes and there are no wins, the same with business. I remember saying, could you see me running my own business? And the answer was no. Could you see me leading people, a team that does make 6 figures? And the answer was no. But this person didn't have any business success of their own.
Yeah.
And I was being guided and led by, so when you mentioned Charles Clausen and all of the other people that you get access to with Shanks, I mean, all I can say is I remember when I first met you, you told me about your experiences and help guide me in a way that you could say was based off of your own success.
Mm-hmm.
And the same with these successful entrepreneurs and business people that are giving guidance and tips and wisdom and value based on success, proven methods and strategies that work, winning strategies that work. And so that was something that I wish I had known a lot earlier.
Mm-hmm.
It's exactly as you said, seek to be around people that you would like to be like in some fashion or form, or who are higher than you in an aspect that you're trying to attain. It's really important to surround yourself with a core group of people in community that actually knows what they're talking about.
Yeah, very well said. And proof is in the pudding. Look at us. Look at us showing up for you every day. And it's not always easy to get it in like this morning, but we're doing it. We're here for you every day. We want to see you grow and strengthen your relationship with your business, with your relationship with money in your life. And I would say Andrea and I, we are pretty advanced, maybe we're further along in our content creation journey than most of you all who are watching this. And I would say that qualifies us to be good mentors. Also financially, we have a thriving business, definitely almost at 7 figures this year. And that's, if you are not there yet, then learn from us. There's a very great way to learn with us every morning for half an hour. And if you want to learn more about that, you go to contentmasters.club, contentmasters, plural.club.
These are opportunities I wish I had.
Yeah.
And I would have stopped myself from bumping my head quite a few times. But yeah, just take advantage of the opportunity.
And if you feel you're not ready for any of this, well, then just stick around, keep watching our videos, because we won't stop. We definitely won't. And that's what you want to look in a mentor as well, consistency.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And again, I just want to emphasize that we both get mentorship as well. Because in my opinion, you can't mentor without being a mentee as well. And that never stops, by the way. It's a lifelong process. Okay. Well, thanks for tuning in with us today. And we wish you a beautiful day on this cloudy 39th of November. Andrea, how long will you come back with that?
Every day.
Every day of my...
On the 39th of November.
On every 39th
on every
of
39th
November.
of November.
Okay, well, that won't be too bad then. All right, guys and gals, have a beautiful day, and we'll see you tomorrow.
See you later.